Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the cabin. I've actually got all of my trim pieces burned and oiled and ready to put up to match these. So let's get started.
I'm trying to use up all the material that was left over from the siding and the framing of the little building so that I don't have too much left over in the end. Now we're getting ready to go old school. I'm going to build a cap on the top and make it look old-timey.
Well, good morning. I went down earlier today and I got a log and I put it on the sawmill. So what we're going to be doing is cutting the battens to go on the siding of the little juice shack right here. And I think what I'm going to do is use the blade that I've got on the mill, and we'll get it squared off into a cant, and then I'll go ahead and change the blade out before we finish milling.
Got to go just a little bit slower around all these different types of knots, or you could get a dive or a climb in the blade, which is going to ruin your lumber.
I bet you didn't know that the 574 was also a workbench. With this grapple on here, it made a nice place to set these because I had to get them out of the way when I was cutting them. So I just brought them over here and stacked them up. And it worked out really good. It doesn't take too long to run this down the edge, and it kind of puts a little bit of a chamfer on the edge as well as take off these little splinters. So I figured I'd just go ahead and do all of them at the same time.
I tell you what, friends, I'm starting to like this clear protectant more and more. It does a really good job on covering natural wood with not too much of a tint. Of course, I still like my burned wood if it's trimmed, but yeah, it goes on really well. This board that I've got up here is just temporary because I've got to cut one long enough to go up there. I'll tell you what, the ladybugs are out this year. There are a bunch of them. I haven't seen this many ladybugs in several years. What
are you two doing? Do you know what's on my mind? You want to go to the creek? What are you doing? Are you going to the creek? Uh-oh. I'll tell you, they're crazy. It doesn't matter whether it's cold or whether it's hot. They always love to go to the creek. So I have to take a little bit of a break and keep them happy so that they'll stay out of my way when I'm trying to work. Tell you what, folks, just take a look at all of those colors. It's really beautiful this time of year. All right, folks, you see this little tree right here? And see these little berries right there? This is what the trunk looks like. And here's what the leaves look like. And this thing is just full of little red berries. So what I want to know from you is, leave me some comments and let me know if you think that that is a hackberry tree. I seen one on YouTube the other day, but I don't think I've ever seen one in person, or didn't know what I was looking at. But yeah, leave me some comments and let me know if that's what you think that is. What are you doing? Are you taking a sponge bath in the whirlpool? Well, so the sycamores are still trying to hang on to their leaves, while the walnut and a lot of the poplars are already gone. So yeah, it won't be long until winter starts to set in, probably in about, what, another 6 weeks. But I am so thankful for some nice weather to be able to put up that little juice shack. So hopefully then everything else can be done inside.
I'll tell you, I was very thankful that the weather turned off as nice as it did for as long as it did, because it really gave me a jump on trying to get this building put together so that I can start getting the equipment put in and start generating power.
Well, I thought we would run down here and check Jennifer's place because I heard them down here this morning. I think they were pouring concrete inside the block. Not really sure, but we'll go down here and check. Well, I guess that's what they were doing. As you can see, looks like they have filled up all the blocks with concrete. Looks like they kind of dumped a little bit of their leftover down in there, which is okay. Looks like they had quite a bit right here left over, so they just filled that up. But yeah, they've got this all full of concrete now, reinforced with the rebar. That should last a long time. So there's a little update on Jennifer's place. I guess what comes next is they're going to come in here and start setting the floor joists to put, or they may start in the garage, I don't know, but the floor joists and the floor has to go down, and the floor inside of the garage has to be poured before they can really do anything else. But I just thought I'd bring you down here and for myself kind of check on it because I wasn't sure what they were doing. Kind of had an idea. There you go. That's the update on Homestead number 2. Well, good morning everyone. I have part of a log down here at the sawmill, so I thought what we'll do today is go down there, throw it up on the sawmill, cut it up into battens so that I can put it on the roof for the metal to screw to. Well, we got to tension the blade up before we do anything. Crank this up to about 1700.
I tell you what, friends, this new sawmill is not only fast, but it's also a pleasure to use.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, friends. Well, friends, I believe that this is turning out okay. I believe it's actually looking good. I kind of like the dark trim that I've got in contrast with the board and batten. Let's take a walk around. So yeah, I think that the siding turned out okay on the back side here as well. It really looks good. And then up here, I got out there one day. This is some siding material that I had. I went ahead and used it and put it on there. And then this is the west side. This will probably get the most sun. And you can see up top here, I am now ready for metal. All right, so what's left to do? I've got to make a sign to put up top. Juice shack, that's right. And then I've got to make a door because they want too much money for doors, and I didn't want to take the time. I wanted to go ahead and buy one that was pre-hung and put it on here so that I could get that equipment put in there, but they just want too much money. So stay tuned, because we're not only going to make a door, but we're going to make the sign up top. Friends, thanks so much for stopping by. We certainly do appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you back up here at the cabin again next time.